And for the next episode, a salvaged Galaxy. I call them a malarkey. Galaxy never said that they actually made these. The mic looks like there's no element. There's no bottom cover. Missing a knob or so. Missing all the screws. I can get the covers off here. Somebody's done some tomfoolery on the power supply, which I just took a switching one in here and get rid of all this garbage. Good old EPT 3600 board, single final. I don't know nothing about this. It's been sitting in a junk pile for years. I don't know if I'm just going to plug it in and turn it on, because I don't trust that power supply. What do you say? You trust it? No. Power switch was on. I might just hook it up to electric for a minute with the power switch off and see if I get anything over here. I don't remember if this was an interrupt for the... I think that's just a DC interrupt, so we'll see what the power is coming out of that. But probably going to junk this power supply. Top cover was in decent shape, but somebody's painted the knobs. I got a cure for that, but wonder what all they've done to this. If all else fails, I could always stick a different board in here. These aren't that bad. They just have 1 meter, no echo, no garbage, so no variable power either, I don't think. But yeah, we can fix all that stuff. Squelch knobs backwards, AF gain, volume, clarifiers upside down. No frequency counter. Can always turn the RF gain into a mic gain if we feel like it. We're going to have to replace all these knobs anyway, probably. I got spares, but this thing's rough. It's nasty. It's been sitting for ages. So, yeah, wonder what we're going to get into on this mess. Well, I did find out the power supply was putting out like 19 volts, so I did turn it down. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it is working somewhat. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Audio. It's keying like 1 watt and swinging to 20. AM light is out. Sideband lights are on. But before it does anything stupid, I'm just going to disassemble it, clean this all up, change out the power supply, put a new cord on it. This cord looks very concerning. See where we go from there. If anybody's curious, this is what the bottom looks like. I have no idea what the heck they did here. I've never seen this before. Looks like some kind of terrible solder trace repair job. Anywho's, might as well just clean it up. If this board is bad, I'd probably put an HP board or something in here, something that's dual final. I don't know. We'll see. Well, the faceplate's a lot dirtier than the actual radio is. It looks pretty nice under there, actually. This is gonna be a chore. Say toothbrush and dish soap all around. When you get something like this, clean it up with Goo Gone. Don't use alcohol and stuff. It'll take all this screen printing off. Just a liberal amount of Goo Gone and a toothbrush. Agitate it. Good soft cloths to wipe it off. Like I said, no Windex or Goo Gone. The Windex will make this look good for a second, but it will start to come off. Goo Gone doesn't seem to bother this paint. And yeah, if you get this window looking too bad, pop it out, take some plastic polish to it later on. So I'm just trying to get the general amount of gunk off of it. Yeah. Now that I've got most of it sorted and some LEDs in here, got these with little color filters, red, green, blue, and yellow. Not that that matters. Next order of business, Meanwell power supply. Thing's gonna get an upgrade. This janky, whatever the heck they had in there was garbage. Usually what I do, I get these brand new computer cords. Get these little grommets here. Because I gotta wire this up, it's gotta be grounded. So this is a name brand Meanwell supply, just like Ranger uses now. So Let's see how this goes. And I did notice the RF gain pot down there is not hooked to anything. So, either got to sort that out to be an RF gain or a variable power. I say variable power. So, let's see. Well, so far it's cleaning up pretty good. The different color. Blue, green, red, yellow. These all look yellow here though. On the camera, these are white. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Audio, 1, 2, 3, audio check. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Haven't gone through alignment yet, but changed a couple of caps, upgraded the little tiny regulator that was in here to the 754. It's a single final radio, that should be enough. Of course, the upgraded power supply. Have to let it warm up with the covers on, come back and do an alignment later. Woohoo! Well, got the front of this cleaned up pretty good. Got all these LEDs in here changed. This just doesn't like to show up on this camera. I did not clean the top. I did not clean the included microphone yet. This is how bad this was when I started. So, this is technically an unsanctioned Galaxy radio. Still made by Ranger, but Galaxy doesn't claim this. I think the earliest base they claim is the DX20 or DX11B, DX22B, then the 2517, 2527, your Galaxy Melaka, Saturn Turbo. Those are technically made for a company in New York stealing the name, from what I understand. That's why you don't get the actual Galaxy meter. You get the plain old like 2980 Ranger meter. When you key this one up, audio, 1, 2, 3. Audio, 1, 2, 3. How about you, wallpaper man? Of course, I'm feeding back a little bit on here. I got the volume up. I've been changing radios around, but I don't have handles with this one, but I did find I got new screws and stuff for doing Ranger work. Guess I'll get this cleaned up a little bit more, and I don't know. This is a single final radio. It shares the same EPT 3600-14B board as every other Galaxy Mobile, from the 33 to the 99, except this doesn't have all the components populated. Doesn't have a 10kc switch. Doesn't have Roger beep. Some Galaxy radios, when they have Roger beep, it's on the board, but there's no switch, and all you have to do is hook up a switch. They remove the components from this one. You could technically add it back. You could add a 10kc switch. That's still there. It's on a jumper, but it's not really that necessary. This, if I remember right, Copper and H&Y in the 90s used to sell this for $199. And it goes up to 28,305. You can change the crystal and make band A, C, B, and F go all the way up to 29,655 if you're an actual 10 meter user, but you definitely want to put the 10kc switch in. I did unlock the, I don't know why people say unlock the clarifier. Technically you're locking it. Locking transmit and receive together. But anyhow, people call it unlocking. So I did that. The procedure is actually on the Galaxy's website, even though they didn't make this one. If you have any Galaxy Mobile that has a fine and a coarse clarifier, where the coarse is, moves transmit and receive, and the fine does not, you clip R141 and D38 and run pin 54 from jumper 106 over to 8 volts, and then realign it. And that unlocks your fine tune, or on this one, just a regular tune. Somebody painted the knobs on this. I did change the regular channel one, but I don't have enough to put regular knobs on it. I'm one shy, and it doesn't really look that great you know, to get the whole upgrade with brand new knobs and all that. But these are nice little play around with radios. It's got the typical Galaxy overmodulation. Doesn't quite flat top. I did the negative peak compression reduce carrier, but I did not clip the audio or anything. I set it for 100% modulation at 4 watts, but even if you turn it down to 1 watt, it'll still give you the 4 watt modulation. On the scope, it doesn't flat top, it just pinches the carrier down. So, I don't know. It doesn't seem to bleed over much. The 54 megahertz trap and everything's not spread out. All that stuff is still in place. But if you find one of these on eBay cheap, it's not bad. It is what it is. I wouldn't pay more than $150 for one, though. Yeah, because even back in the day, I think $199 was a stretch, because back then you could get a nice mobile and a power supply for that and do a lot better. You know, no frequency counter, no Roger beep, which, you know, of course hams don't need, but I would like to have the 10kc switch and a frequency counter. You could technically change this plate out. I have one from a 2980, but what's the point? I mean, like, you know, it is what it is. I do like the on-air light. How about your wallpaper, man? Turn this one down. Where did everybody go? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. This puts out, you can make it put out 20 watts on sideband, but I put the sideband like 12 watts. Single final radio. If you open the ALC up to 15, 16 watts, you really want to check your biasing, because it's going to start warbling and sounding like crap. These are known to drift, and that's why you need to, you know, do the clarifier mod. If not, you're going to be all over the place. It's going to drive you crazy. So, yeah, I think I'll call it on this one. Oh, there's one. What are you doing, Cheezo?
I just come back in here.
Oh, I thought you got lost.
No, they're trying to show me how to get back.
No, I didn't think you was coming back. Does this sound all right? I got it aligned again.
Yeah, sounds good on me.
Ain't overmodulating or nothing, is it?
No.
Well, that's good. Another one in the books.
Another one bites the dust.
This one was in such bad condition when I got it, I didn't think it was going to come around. I did put an LED in here on both of these, but you see this weird color? It's not quite bright white. That's just where the meters turned a weird color inside. That is a super bright white LED, actually. So, 73s on this one. I'm going to finish cleaning off camera and head on upstairs. Good night, one and all.